In 1947, the world was still recovering from the Second World War that had brought turbulence and uncertainty to the Pacific. Governments of Australia, France, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, New Zealand, and the United States of America wanted to create an organization to bring stability to the Pacific and to facilitate international cooperation to promote the economic and social welfare and advancement of the peoples of their dependent Pacific Island territories. On 6th February 1947, those 6 governments signed a treaty establishing the South Pacific Commission, and SPC was born.
At Nadi Airport, Fiji, some of the delegates to the South Pacific Commission board planes to take them to Noumea. There are more than 60 delegates representing 18 Pacific Island territories with a total population of more than 3 million native peoples. There's the capital of New Caledonia below.
Since then, SPC has been accompanying the sustainable economic, social, and environmental development of Pacific Island countries and territories. Currently, the expertise of the organization is mainly focused on fisheries management, geoscience, education, climate change, human rights and social development, land resources, public health, and statistics. Since the signing of the Canberra Agreement over 70 years ago, SPC has evolved a lot. In 1983, the governing body recognized all Pacific Island countries and territories as full members of SPC. To reflect the evolution of SPC, in 1997, the governing body agreed to change its name from the South Pacific Commission to its current name, the Pacific Community. Today, the Pacific Community is a true Pacific organization, owned and governed by its 26 members. Being founded by treaty makes SPC an intergovernmental organization. It means that it has its own legal personality. This allows it to enter into agreements and contracts on its own behalf. It is not subject to any one country's domestic laws, but is a subject of international law, protected by privileges and immunities. This norm ensures that no individual member of the Pacific Community can apply its own laws to the organization, and no individual member is placed above another member. The rules that the Pacific Community follows are international in nature, developed and applied by its own members. They can be found in the Pacific Community Governance Arrangement, the staff and financial regulations, and the decisions of the governing bodies, the Conference and CRGA. Since more than 70 years, the Pacific Community has been supporting sustainable development in the region and will continue doing so in the years to come as a proud member of the Pacific regional architecture.